We are now here, straight after the screening here at Streams by the Sea of Suicide for Beginners with director Craig Thieman. Craig, how you doing?
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for talking to me.
Well, thank you for coming along. So, how was it seeing this with an audience just now? Is this your first UK screening?
It's not my first UK screening, but this was a really solid experience. I love showing it to a group of people, and it plays best with a group of people. You can feel the reactions bounce off of each other as people watch it, because we have a variety of jokes. We have really dumb jokes and some smarter ones, and people laugh at different things, and it's fun to hear that in the field of the audience.
So we see horror and comedy play with each other so often. What attracted you to this as of a subgenre?
I'm a big fan of comedy, and I just think it's fun to pull your audience in a certain direction, just to whack them and spin them around in another direction. Things get super tense, and they're getting a little freaked out, and they don't know what's going to happen. And that's the perfect time to hit them with something really stupid and funny. And I don't know. I find it hilarious. So it's really for my own amusement.
If you can't make things entertain yourself first, well, what are you doing it for, right? So you have a wonderful cast, some notable faces that many people will be familiar with, like Sid and Corey appear in the film. How did they join the project? Are these names you always wanted to work with, or did they just turn up as you were in production, as you were building the film?
Definitely people I always wanted to work with. And I ran into Sid at a horror film festival, and I waited in line, and I asked him. I was like, I got up there, this long line, and I was like, how do I get you to be in my movie? And he's like, well, pitch it. I was like, so I give him a quick pitch, and then he gave me his card, and he goes, yeah, I do dark comedies. I was like, I know you'd be perfect. And I said it with a lot of enthusiasm because I had to have a couple beers in order to do that. And then, but yeah, he was really into the script once I sent it to him. And we had Sid, and that was very exciting. It was unbelievable because he's so good in that role, and it's so I don't know, that's his wheelhouse. That's where he lives, and then he did an immaculate job. And he always adds these little quirky things to all of his little bits, like his screams that he does, and a couple extra lines. He knows how to make it just a little weirder, right? But still in character, and he grabs the audience attention and pulls it away.
And I think you find a nice balance in the film between your spoken comedy, the dialogue you put into the film, and then you get some mad, slapstick, over-the-top physical comedy as well. Do you have a preference, or is the one that's more difficult to film? What do you gravitate to the most as an audience member, maybe?
I mean, my favorite part is the murder montage. It was the most fun to film, but I would say it's physical comedy. But I like shaking it up so people don't know what's going to come next.
I can absolutely agree. No spoilers you'll get from us here, but that murder montage in the back third of the film, it's so much fun.
Yeah. No, it was a blast, and being lucky enough to have Corey come in at the end of that. I mean, it was just, I always wanted a cameo for that role, and he's long. His comic timing is just so brilliant on every take. So it was a lot of fun working with them. I got to be in the pool with them I don't want no spoilers. Never mind. You don't need to hear that. Watch the movie.
You're just in a pool with him, incidentally.
Just in a pool with him, just hanging out like me and Corey do,
So right now you're on the festival circuit, I guess. If you're listening to this at home, are we looking at distribution quite soon? Do you know where people will be able to see it in the future?
We do have some distribution now in the UK. We are on Amazon Prime. If you come watch the movie, give us a review. We're a small independent film, so the more people commenting, the more people reviewing it helps us out and lets people know our film exists. So
and this is available right now, right?
It's available right now. We're still looking for international distribution, but yeah.
So this is straight available. You can finish watching with us here. You go straight and watch that if you feel so inclined. So Craig, what is next for you? Sticking with horror comedy?
No, actually, it's sticking with comedy. I have an action comedy I'm working with. I do have one more horror comedy that's going to come out, but it's a web series with some of the same actors from Suicide for Beginners. It's a cooking show with a high body count. It's like Martha Stewart meets Evil Dead 2, I say. And,
What a wonderful pitch.
yeah, but that should come out soon. It's quite violent for a cooking show, I think.
Incredible. And then you're over here. Are you able to stay and watch some more films for the rest of the day, or are you off into the sunset?
Oh, I'll be here all day. You know, like I'm gonna have a good time. Meet all these cool artists, and chill.
Incredible. In that case, then, Craig, you enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you at the bar later.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you so much.